Identity is always over goals. If you want to fast track into your goals, you always want to think about identity. Who do I have to be the person that achieves this? Welcome to Empowermente, the headquarters of personal empowerment, where I help first generation Latinas go from surviving to thriving. I am Gina Moreno, an engineer turned alignment coach, speaker, and content creator. After breaking into big tech and being part of the 2% of Latinas in engineering, I realized that success means nothing if you're disconnected from yourself. Now, I help ambitious mujeres build magnetic personal brands, step into public speaking, and build mission-led businesses while feeling good while doing it. Here we talk about the real journey of breaking generational patterns, sharing your story to finally being seen, paid, and fulfilled for who you actually are. You'll hear honest conversations, mindset tools, and stories of Latina empowerment so you can grow with confidence, alignment, and corazón. If what we talk about today resonates with you today, this is exactly the work that I do with my clients inside my programs, from private coaching to next level Latina or my signature workshop. So grab your cafecito, amiga. I have mine with me right now. And let's dive into the conversations that will help you build a life, brand, and business that actually feels like you. Hello, and welcome back. I'm so excited for today's episode. I am on track, y'all. So I'm recording 2 episodes in one day. And I really am doing my best to align to whatever is relevant to you in the year. And I think like this time of year is a lot and a lot of emotions, and it's a time to really reflect on the past year and start thinking about 2026. And if you haven't reflected yet on your year in 2025, I strongly encourage you to listen to the previous episode to really think about 2025 and what went well, what didn't, what are some improvements you want to take to 2026. And so now let's talk about 2026. So this episode is going to be all about asking ourselves the questions for our expansion and vision of 2026. And if you want to go deeper into it and really craft and design your 2026 higher self identity, make sure that you go to Alignment Hour, which is going to be January 6th at 5 p.m. MST. To register, all you have to do is share your email and answer a simple question, and then you're in. And it's going to be a 90-minute session, so make sure that you don't miss it. And if you're listening to this after January 6th, don't worry. I'm going to have monthly alignment hours that are going to be different themes tailored to my audience. And on my stories, I've done different polls and I'm really basing it off of those polls. So make sure that you attend. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is a particular episode where you really have to sit down and reflect. So if you're at home, pull out your notebook and write these answers down. And if you're driving, what I like to do sometimes is do some voice notes, or you can always come back to the episode later. So all of these questions are rooted in identity, for clarity, and for future embodiment. And they're perfect if you're somebody that's feeling a little bit misaligned right now and want to make sure that you are doing the right thing and the right path and you feel good with yourself in 2026. So I have the first question for you. Who do I want to be in 2026? Not what I want to do, but who do I want to become? And I love asking this question when we set goals with my clients because identity is always over goals. If you want to fast track into your goals, you always want to think about identity. Who do I have to be the person that achieves this? And this is very aligned with what I teach about embodiment and alignment. And the cool thing that happens when you think about identity is that the how is a little bit surrendered, okay? And that's rule number 1. I don't know what rule it is, but it's like manifesting 101. You have to detach from the how, and this is a great way to do so because even if you don't achieve your goals in the way you think, you are still gonna become her. So that was number 1. All right, let's go to question 2. What would the most aligned version of me stop tolerating next year? And this can be in relationships, in yourself, in your work, in anything that you don't feel aligned with from this year. What do you want to let go of? This is going to help you create some boundaries and clear some energy leaks around you, and just make sure everything is super tidy and contained within you. So make sure that you think about this one. Number 3, what's one desire I have been avoiding because it scares me? This is really an invitation for you to dream bigger. What are the things that you have not said out loud that you truly, truly want, but you think like, oh, like I'll do that later, or maybe when I'm older, or maybe in a few years, or maybe it's too late even? This question is going to activate your next level identity. And this is just going to tie beautifully into your goals. So what's one desire that you have been avoiding because it scares you? Question number 4, what's one decision I can make before January 1st that my 2026 self will thank me for? You don't have to go big. Maybe it's just sitting down and journaling these questions. Maybe it's having that conversation you've been wanting to have with that person. Maybe it's checking up with somebody that you've been meaning to talk to. This is really a momentum starter so we can turn on our engines for 2026. And it helps you take action right now and think even as to what could be the potential constraints that are holding you back. Question number 5. What environments, relationships, and habits will support the woman I'm stepping into being? This is going to set you up for aligned decision making and not self-sabotaging. And this is also going to help you set up the systems that you need to be successful, because we fall to the level of our systems. We don't rise to the level of our motivation. And question number 6, I'm going to give you a bonus one. If I fully trusted myself next year, so if you fully trusted yourself next year, what would you choose differently? Take a second and envision it. What would look different in your life if you fully trusted yourself? This helps you really tap into your desire. Let's cut through the fear. Let's bypass the overthinking. Let's reconnect to intuition. That vision feels good, doesn't it? All right, y'all. I wanted to have this quick podcast about 5 expansion and vision questions for 2026. If you want to dive deeper in it in a whole 90-minute session with me, make sure that you sign up for Alignment Hour January 6th, and feel free to send me some of your answers. I'm curious to know what you're thinking about. And by the way, the Alignment Hour is called Becoming Her, Design Your 2026 Identity from the Inside Out. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was really, really insightful. And again, send me any insights that you might have gotten. And I'm so excited to learn what those were. Saludos. Hey, amiga, if this podcast is speaking to your soul and you're ready to step into the next level, here's how you can work with me. For personalized guidance, there's my private coaching program. This is where we go really deep. I'll hold your hand and walk beside you as you learn to own your voice, whether that means creating content that truly resonates with you to be magnetic, or finally share your story on stage. If you're ready to be seen and heard for the powerhouse that you are, this is the perfect fit. Now, if you're craving accountability and community, Next Level Latina is for you. So this is my signature group program that's helped women become way more confident, visible, and grounded in their experiences and who they are. Inside the circle, mujeres have gotten their first keynotes and gotten paid for it, their first workshops, their first partnerships and brand deals, and have launched offers and businesses that really reflect who they are. We dive deep into messaging, mindset tools, visibility, and transformational healing, because all of this comes from within. I'll guide you through the same lessons that helped me on my journey. And if you're not quite ready to that full commitment, I have a few workshops for you. One is called Book and Paid, which is a workshop where I teach you how to land and monetize your first speaking engagement. And number 2 is Magnetic Latina, Heal the Fear of Being Seen. This is a guided EFT session to help you unlock all of the blockers that you have about being seen and being visible. and finally build a brand that feels authentically like you. You can find all the links in the show notes. So excited to hear from you and witness your own transformation. Because amiga, you deserve to thrive, not just survive. Whether it's mindset, visibility, or strategy, there's a space here waiting for you.